Hello students. Today we will be discussing about the excretory system. It is taken from the book ICSC and Anatomy and Physiology class 10th. So, do you know what is excretion? Ex means out and crete means to flow. So, the process of removal of chemical waste, namely nitrogenous waste from the body, is known as excretion. Excretion plays very important role in maintaining the balanced condition of the body, that is the homeostatic condition of the body. Organs which are concerned with the formation, storage and elimination of urine will constitute the excretory system. So substances to be eliminated. So there are some substances which have to be eliminated from the body. These are mainly carbon dioxide, water, nitrogenous metabolic waste, excess salts and vitamins, water and bile pigments. First of all, carbon dioxide and water. Every living cell liberates the energy by oxidizing glucose with the production of CO2 and water during respiration. So CO2 is eliminated through lungs and the extra water is released out of the body in the form of sweat. Now we have nitrogenous waste. This include urea, uric acid and ammonia. These all are nitrogenous waste. These are products mainly in the liver from the dead protein remains of the other tissues that are brought to it. Any extra amino acid and not be stored into the body. That means any extra amino acid cannot be stored in the body as such. They have to be broken down in the liver to be produced usable, also storable glucose and the urea that has to be excreted out. Urea is highly poisonous for us if it is accumulated in the body. So and sometimes it can also lead to death of the organism. Urea is excreted through which organ? Kidneys. Yes, urea is excreted out through the kidneys. Excess salts such as common salt, that is the NaCl, and even some excess water, soluble vitamins like B and C need to be eliminated from our body. Water is taken with the food and beverages in large quantities. The excess quantity of water is removed, which incidentally also serves a useful purpose of dissolving the harmful materials to carry them out. Some bile pigments are also there which have to be excreted out from the body. Mainly is the bilirubin. These are broken down products of the hemoglobin of the dead RBCs, that is the red blood cells. The liver cells extract it from the circulation and secrete it into the bile juice, which is poured into the duodenum through the common bile ducts. These pigments are modified in the intestine to pigments which give the fecus, that is yellowish brown color. Some of these pigments are excreted in the urine. So children, now can you define excretion? Excretion is the removal of harmful and unwanted nitrogenous waste products from the body. So there are some excretory organs which are involved in this process. If some process is being going on, then some organs are there which are helping in this process. So what are these organs? We will study them in detail now. First is the kidney. These are the primary excretory organs eliminating nitrogenous waste, mainly urea, from the blood and throwing it out in the form of urine. In addition to the kidneys and the associated urinary system, the following accessory excretory organs also help in removing waste substances from our body. Means, see, kidneys are the main parts which are involved in excretory system. But there are some accessory organs which also help in the excretion. For example, skin. Sweat is excreted by the sweat glands of the body, primarily excrete the water and NaCl along with small amounts of urea and lactic acid. So skin excreted by the excretes the sweat by the sweat glands, and water and NaCl, that is sodium chloride, is excreted. Sometimes urea and lactic acid in small amounts is also excreted through the skin. Now come to the lungs. Lungs excrete carbon dioxide from the body through the expired air, that is during respiration. During respiration, carbon dioxide is also excreted out from our body. Liver detoxifies ammonia by converting to urea. Urea is excreted through the urine. liver breakdowns, bad cholesterol, alcohol, nicotine and the drugs. So these are the organs which help in the excretion. See, kidney is the main organ, but skin, lungs and liver are the accessory organs. Now we will study about the kidneys. See the figure kidney. The kidneys are the two bean shaped. See, you can see easily that the shape is of a just like a bean, and its size is about 10 centimeter long and 6 centimeter wide. It is located on either side of the backbone and protected by the last two ribs. The right side kidney is at a slightly lower level than the left one. A tube, that is the ureter. You can see this ureter is there. It is a tube. It arises from the notch, that is the hilum, in the median surface of each kidney and connects behind with the urinary bladder. See, this is the urinary bladder, this is the ureter, right? So the front end of the ureter is somewhat expanded into the kidney and is called the pelvis. The urine produced in the kidney flows through the ureters and collects in the urinary bladder. The urine is internally emptied from the urinary bladder to the outside of the body through the urethra. So the openings of the ureters are somewhat projecting and act like valves. So the openings of the ureters act like valves. Why? Because they prevent the backflow of the urine when the bladder contracts to pass out the urine. A sphincter is there. A sphincter is there which guards the opening of the bladder into the urethra and relaxes only at the time of urination under an impulse from the brain. Now come to the internal structure of the kidney. Now we will study about the internal structure. See, a longitudinal section of the kidney which is shown in this figure 9.2, you can see here. Outer dark region is known as the cortex and inner lighter is known as the medulla. The medulla is composed of a finely striped substance arranged in several conical pyramids. The apex of each pyramid is called papilla, then which projects into the pelvis of the kidney. This papilla will project into the pelvis of the kidney. This papilla is going to the pelvis. Portion of the cortical tissue extend in between adjacent renal pyramids to form the renal columns. The kidney is composed of many minute tubules called the uriniferous tubules, or these are known as the nephrons or the renal tubules or just kidney tubules. See, there are so many names of the nephrons. Don't get confused. First is the uriniferous tubule, second nephron, third renal tubules and fourth is the kidney tubules. These are the structural as well as the functional units of the kidney. Rest in the next class.